Hey, it's Chad. I'm coming to you with CNS, Tag Team and Narcissist. I want to talk to you about what it's like to feel like when you realize that you really meant nothing in that relationship. Um, Shauna and I aren't together. She's we have both had separate things to do, so I'm going to make a video separately, and she's going to try to hook them up together, and hopefully it works out. So bear with us. Um, anyway, what it feels like to when you finally realize that yeah, you were nothing in that relationship. At the very end, it was wow, everything was a lie, and it it takes so much for your mind to wrap around that, because everything that you went through, everything that you did for them, everything that you told them, the secrets, the things, efforts that you went through, um, above and beyond most of the time, because that's what they wanted you to do. You set them up on a pedestal, and then you realize, wow, all that was, I mean, a lie, because you you were given everything, your love, your heart, your soul, your mind, everything. You're into it because that's how they drag you in the first place, was the love bombing and all that. It's it's it, it's one of those deals where I'm not gonna lie, it still bugs me. Um, how could it not? I mean, it's one of those things, and I'm going to call myself, and I'm sure most of you that watch these, or you've watched or been on other sites, that you've heard of the word empathist. I'm an empathist. I'm very caring. I love people. I love Jesus Christ. He's my Savior. I believe in all that. I, I feel for others all the time, and I think that's why I was chosen, and I guess in her realm. And I thought I could help her, and again, that's probably another. I always get off track, but I think that's probably another episode or next video. But I do. I've always had that, and I believe that they know that, of course, because this ain't their first rodeo. They're very manipulating. They know exactly how to create everything to make you feel like you're well, like I said, they make you want that, where you had that first soulmate feeling, and you just can't believe that. Wow, everything that I've ever heard my whole life, um, you know, there's a soulmate out there for you, somebody that's just made for you. And that's pretty much what they set up, of course. And so yeah, you jump all in and you do all this for them. And then, this is the discard, or it's, you even get, hopefully, I mean, I was fortunate enough where I think I woke up, or God smacked me, one of the two, and said, get out now. And it's been no contact since then. And that's when Shauna and I started this, because we wanted to make it clear to everybody that, you're not the only ones that go through. There's a bunch of us that are going through this, and it's hard. And this part, to me, is why I wanted to talk about it, was the hardest to get through. I mean, I think I don't know, it took me a long time, even after watching all the videos and everything, and everybody tell me, or hearing or seeing, because you really, when you go through stuff like this, you don't have anybody else to talk to, because they just don't get it. And that's another hard part, is when you have that one person that you can go to explain to them that what you're feeling, what you went through, what they did to you, and unless you've really gone through it, and they just don't get it. They don't know, and that's okay. I understand that. I totally understand that. I know myself, and I know how if I had never gone through this and somebody come to me, I'd have been the same way. I'm being honest, and a lot of us, we are going to be honest, but that's the whole point of us, I think, getting out there and doing this too, is to keep people aware of what to look for, what not to look for, you know, how to be, you know, signs and symptoms. You know, I mean, it's a paradox of just craziness, really. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it other than, again, I'm going off track, but again, it's hard not to, because this part was the hardest, and there's so many different things that lead you up to this part, because it was what makes you crazy at the end if you can't wrap your mind around it. So I guess what, for me, actually making it through it, it has to be on your own time, for sure, absolutely. You have to take your own steps, work it through your mind, take it slow, you know, whatever, you know, it never has to be fast. And you never, you know, you always, just get over it, or go do this, or go to the gym. And no, you do exactly what you want to do, and go with your own self for once, because it's probably been a while since you've been able to do that. So, you know, take your own time, go with your own self. Don't allow anything else other than just, you know, your own thoughts into your heart, your soul. Try to explain it. The only thing I can give you as far as security, that you will get over it. And it's always to me, I look at it as a valuable lesson in life. Also, not only that, but it brings me closer to myself, I guess. You know, what I can do in life now, that I know what I can get through. As hard as it was, as many nights that I spent by myself, you know, which, you know, I'm still single and still, you know, going through a lot, but I'm doing it, and I'm doing it alone. And then I met Shauna, who's going through the same thing, and now we're teaming up, and like I said, things start to turn around, and they do it, I think, once you come to that realization of it's, you know, you get to a point where it's just time to move on, or it's time to better yourself, or it's time to heal. You can pick any words you want, whatever word you want to heal or make yourself better. I'm all for it. You know, I'm not picking or choosing words for anybody. I know what I do and how I heal, and that's what you need to do. Is you know what you can do, and you know how you can heal. So that's what you do. But you do it on your time. Don't rush it. You know, go through everything in your mind, everything that you ever did with them, even, you know, because you're going to anyway, whether you want to or not, because it takes your brain that kind of a focus on everything to get you to where you want to be. You have to more or less analyze it all, and everything that you analyze, come up with a way of looking at it and going, you know, I'm sorry that person's got to go through that, really. And the bottom line, because I mean, we're the winners. That's what I always try to come back to, is that I'm the winner out of this deal. But I feel sorry for her, the narcissist. I do, and I always will. To live with something like that internally and for the rest of their lives, hopefully it's not rest of their lives, but hopefully there's somebody or something that can trigger them to snap out of their routines and realize what they're doing to people and who they're hurting. But I just know that every person that goes through a narcissistic relationship, that comes out of it, in a way, for me, I look at it as it makes this world a better place and a stronger place, because you can see it on the internet as far as how many people are actually out there willing to lend a hand and help. And that's what CNS is about, is it's just giving our true experiences and how we feel, and trying to be honest, always be honest with yourself and everybody else. But that's what we're about, and that's why we were chosen, because we are those, you know, we care, and that's not a bad thing. So I guess with what I'm going to leave you with is don't stop caring, but just know what you're looking at, who you're looking at, and know what you're dealing with. And knowledge is, I know it's corny, everybody's always heard it, knowledge is power, and keep yourself in knowledge of other people. And you know, you can take this or not take it, however your beliefs are, but always look in God and Christ. They are our saviors, and they will lead you, and they will help you when you need them. And like I said, we're here, and if you like this video, please let us know. Like I said, we're not trying to be anything other than just helpful and be there for people, because you need help. It's rough, and that's what we're about. So God bless. Thanks. And I'm going to send this to Shauna, and she's going to hopefully put us together, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in. I hope we help, and God bless.